Hello everyone, I was looking through my videos that I saved and I found some very interesting things about Squadron 42. First, we have an interview with Sandy done by Nikki Batgirl on her YouTube channel, February 2016. What I find really sad, Sandy must have known this wouldn't be a thing 2016, but she played along.
Because I'm sure your merchandise is going to start ticking towards Squadron 42 for the big release this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Yeah, we should start doing more and more Squadron 42 stuff. Sure, yeah.
This is what I would call ice cold. Next important issue. Many people think when Squadron 42 will get released, Chris can put all people back to the PU and we will get content and new mechanics much quicker, and there will be a lot more bug fixes. Well, not really, because there will be chapter 2 and 3. Actually, I found this clip where Chris was talking about 5 chapters, 5 episodes, and right now CRG is only working on chapter 1. By the way, interlacing errors are in CRG's original video. I can do nothing about this.
I'm privy to a bunch of stuff that we haven't shown you guys yet, and Squadron 42 is a bit difficult because we don't really want to give away the story and everything. But I will say that Squadron 42 in itself, if I was making a next generation wing commander, like that would be Squadron 42, and maybe Squadron 42 is even a little more than that. So I have to say that the level of design and implementation on the missions, and in terms of flying, being down on the ground, different things, there's puzzles, it's crazy. It's like, I would put Squadron 42 up against any other AAA sort of console title, just by itself. Now it's a huge amount of content. I believe that they're estimating something like 50 hours to play all the way through the story. So they're breaking it up into episodes. So think of it like a mini-series event. So that's why episode 1 will be the first one that we launch, and then I think our plan is to roll them out in sort of 3-month increments until we've done all 5 episodes, and then Squadron 42 as the whole campaign will be complete. And while we're doing that, we're also expanding PlanetSide to the Persistent Universe, so you'll be playing Persistent Universe as you're going through Squadron 42 in the episodes, and when it's all done, we'll kind of have the game done. But we'll never really be done because we're always going to be adding cool new stuff to it. But that's the order that we're doing. So that's kind of the 2015 order and lineup. There's a lot of stuff that's in production.
And then later, Chris talked about 3 episodes, chapters. So there will be more than just 1 episode. So don't think Chris will put all people back to the PU as soon as Squadron 42 will get released.
Well, I mean, I think the whole Squadron, is a sort of it's a trilogy. It's a 3-game arc. Will be before the events will be sort of a little bit before where we're setting the PU. So it will have the same kind of impact that we'll be unlocking new things. So kind of what we would do is we would be doing episode 2 or episode 3. We'll also be adding some opportunity or have content that could be unlocked if you've done that in the PU. Once we have episode 1 out and done with all the technology there, 2 and 3 won't necessarily be, as long a process, right? Because we've had to build all this technology that didn't exist before. We really want to push it, and so we've been focusing on building tools. But once the tools are in place, 2 and 3 they're not going to happen in overnight, but they will happen a lot quicker than 1 did.
By the way, I don't believe in a Squadron 42 release in 2026 anymore. According to leaks, Squadron 42 has a lot of very serious issues. Performance is really bad, even on top-notch PCs with a 1590. Squadron 42 crashes after 1 or 2 missions. And right now, NPC AI is really bad, even in instances. See, for example, right now, this epic boss fight of Salty Mike against an end boss of Siege of Orison instanced.
Go ahead. No matter what you do, Nine Tails have already won. I'll cover you. I'll cover you.
Yeah, the boss is repeating the same voice lines over and over. The boss doesn't try to flank Salty Mike. The boss doesn't even take cover. And the crates Salty Mike is hiding behind look very destructible. I would think in real life a 9mm could shoot through this. But the boss doesn't even try. So it's very likely that Squadron 42 has the same terrible NPC AI. Actually, this reminds me of this. Of course, Squadron 42 is a single-player game, which is heavily scripted. Still, there will be missions where you run around, and then good NPC AI is actually very important. Looks to me like Chris will use the GTA 6 release as an excuse to delay Squadron 42 in the next year, and next year there will be most likely GTA 6 release on PCs, so Chris has an excuse to delay Squadron 42 again next year. Yes, there will be an influencer event in October in Manchester, but I'm sure those people will see very curated stuff. I don't think they can play the whole game. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Yeah, you can glitch through those things even though there shouldn't be enough room. Okay, we have a player in front of us. Usually I don't do this. Have you seen this? This was mean. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.